Have you ever wondered why a simple 8x8 board with 32 pieces has fascinated some of the greatest minds for centuries? Chess is a world where every move has the potential to change the course of the game, much like the decisions we make in life. The chessboard becomes a stage where drama unfolds with precision, strategy, and foresight. Understanding its intricacies is the first step toward mastering the game. The origins of chess trace back to northern India around the 6th century, where it was known as chaturanga, a Sanskrit word meaning 4 divisions of the military: infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots. Chaturanga was more than just a game. It was a reflection of the military strategies and hierarchical structure of the time. Players engaged in a battle of wits, employing cunning tactics and strategic maneuvers to outsmart their opponents. Over centuries, chaturanga evolved into the modern game of chess. Imagine standing on a vast plain, surveying the landscape for hidden dangers and untapped opportunities. The chessboard is your battlefield, and each piece is a soldier under your command. Your success hinges on your ability to recognize weaknesses, both in your opponent's position and your own. Strategic thinking demands a keen eye and a methodical approach, much like a detective piecing together clues to solve a mystery. In chess, positional play is like laying the foundation for a grand masterpiece. It involves the careful coordination of your pieces, where each move contributes to a broader strategic vision. Before executing any plan, you must first secure a positional advantage, the upper hand. Without it, you'll find yourself reacting to your opponent's threats instead of imposing your own will on the game. True mastery comes from shaping the battle, not just surviving it. When you sit across the board from an opponent, you enter an unspoken agreement of respect and sportsmanship. Chess, though a battle of minds, is grounded in etiquette that enriches the experience for both players. Imagine arriving at a bustling tournament, the air thick with anticipation. You approach your table and extend your hand. That simple gesture sets the tone, signaling mutual respect and a shared love for the game. Politeness in chess goes beyond pleasantries. It is part of the game's tradition and culture. One key rule is the touch move rule. If you touch a piece, you are obligated to move it, as long as it's legal. This emphasizes intention and commitment, much like decisions in life that require follow-through. It ensures fairness, integrity, and prevents hesitation or manipulation based on your opponent's reaction. Etiquette keeps the game noble, not just competitive. Pawns are the underestimated foot soldiers of the board. They move forward with purpose, 1 square at a time, and 2 squares on their first move. If they reach the far end, they can be promoted to any major piece. Knights leap in L shapes, unpredictable and agile. Rooks dominate straight lines with power. Bishops glide diagonally. The queen combines both power and reach. And the king, though limited, must always be protected. Each piece plays a role in this grand performance. The knight jumps over others, making it the only piece with airborne movement. Bishops never switch color, weaving tactics across diagonals. Rooks support both offense and defense from the corners. The queen, strongest of all, commands in every direction. And the king, the game's soul, moves 1 square at a time, always cautious. Chess is not just about power, but positioning and teamwork. In chess, the ultimate goal is to checkmate your opponent's king. A check is a warning that the king is under attack. The player must respond immediately using CPR. C. Capture the attacker. P. Place a blocker. R. Run the king to safety. If none of these are possible, then it results in checkmate, which ends the game no matter what pieces remain on the board. Every chess piece has a value that helps players measure trades and advantages. The point system goes like this. Pawn equals 1 point, knight equals 3 points, bishop equals 3 points, rook equals 5 points, queen equals 9 points, king equals infinite. The king holds no numeric value because losing it ends the game. This system helps guide smart trades, so you don't sacrifice a major piece unless it gains a winning advantage. Two of chess's most unique moves are castling and en passant. Castling allows the king and rook to move at the same time for safety and power. Kingside castling is quick and tight. Queenside brings the rook closer to the center. It's about timing and preparation. You must not have moved the king or rook yet, and the squares between them must be clear. It is a defensive strategy with an offensive edge. En passant means in passing in French. It lets your pawn capture an opponent's pawn that tries to skip past your line. To perform it, your pawn must be on the 5th rank. If their pawn moves 2 spaces beside yours, you can capture it as if it moved only 1. But you must act immediately on your very next move. This rule keeps the center active and prevents unfair evasion of combat. A draw occurs when a chess game ends without a winner. It's not a loss, but also not a victory. Both players might agree to a draw when no clear progress can be made. If there are too few pieces left to force checkmate, the game ends in a draw automatically. These moments teach players to value defense, resourcefulness, and the art of knowing when to stop pushing and accept a balanced outcome. Stalemate happens when a player has no legal moves left, but their king is not in check. It's not a checkmate, it's a tie. Even when behind, a player can escape defeat by forcing a stalemate. It's a quiet triumph in a losing position. Understanding this outcome sharpens endgame strategy. The contrast between checkmate and stalemate is key. One ends in total control, while the other shows the value of resilience. Recognizing the sources of pressure in chess is the first step toward mastering the game. In rapid and blitz formats, the ticking clock amplifies stress. As each second becomes a precious commodity, you may feel your heart pounding as the clock winds down, every move turning into a race against time. Pressure also comes from expectations, both your own and those of others, adding layers of psychological intensity to every match. Before a game, try visualizing a positive outcome. Picture yourself executing a flawless strategy, overcoming each challenge, and closing the match with confidence. Visualization strengthens focus and turns anxiety into anticipation. Establishing a pre-game routine helps calm your mind and ground your energy. Whether it's breathing deeply, reviewing past games, or meditating briefly, mental preparation becomes your secret weapon. In both chess and life, your mindset often shapes your performance.